What up, Kanye? How's everybody doing tonight? So just a heads up, guys. This will be our only show this week because I am leaving uh, Friday morning early for my bachelor party in Austin. So tonight will be the only stream that we're doing. So if there's something you're after, let me know. I rotated some new stuff in. We got some new stuff coming. We now have all the Magic the Gathering, Spider-Man, Marvel Legends stuff. We got the Anakin and Obi-Wan over there. We still have Cable from X-Men 97. We have the new Daredevil Born Again figures. So we have Daredevil and Punisher. I got the Godzilla crossover TMNT. I have the Mikey as King Ghidorah. We have Bomb Vimdim in and Gamorrean Guard if people need them for their Cantina or Jabba's Palace displays. Obviously, we got the Juggernaut, we got the Gargantos, War Machine Omega Red, that nice Obi-Wan set over there. We still got Doctor Doom and She-Hulk available. And some more items down here. Oh, we also have the new G.I. Joe Classified EAS or ESU. We did also get the Awe Striker in with Crankcase. It is over by the G.I. Joe section. Obviously, there's a bunch of G.I. Joe available over here. NECA TMNT, Power Rangers, more Marvel carded over there. We have Wolverine, Dark Phoenix, Gambit, Green Goblin, and a bunch more. There's more Marvel over here. There's some more like multi-pack stuff, deluxe stuff at the bottom. And then more wave stuff over here. More NECA TMNT down here. We also got that Big Venom. We have the Mezco Terrifier. We got Predator and Alien stuff. There's more Star Wars Black Series up here. And then, obviously, the featured section has all the newer stuff. So, like I said, a lot of Magic the Gathering, Marvel stuff, the Daredevil Born Again stuff. That's all new for this stream. Yeah, new TVC stuff, new TMNT, Godzilla, Mikey, all that stuff. So if anybody has any requests, let me know. Throw it in the chat. Let me make a listing so that we can do something. Yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking, what catches your eye, if there's specific stuff you're after, if there's something you don't see, just ask. I might have it stored somewhere. I don't have Iceman, but I have the movie Human Torch. 1 second, let me just pull a listing in. Okay. I have this version of Human Torch from First Steps, if you need him. We also have Sue and Reed still. Those are all the Fantastic Four figures. And then there's a Doctor Doom up here if you need him. There's a She-Hulk over here if you need her. Iceman, let me see. Do I have the... Oh, yeah, there's an Iceman here, actually. So there is a Age of Apocalypse Iceman here. Ooh, hold on. Age of Apocalypse Iceman. So if you wanted to pair these two together, you can have a nice fire and ice combo. Darth Loki, let me know if those work for you. Age of Apocalypse Iceman, if you don't need the Build-A-Figure piece, we can knock 5 off. Obviously, if you're getting multiples, we do better deals on multiples, but there's an option for an Iceman and a Human Torch. So, let's see if we're... Do you need... are you an inbox collector, or do you need this Build-A-Figure piece? Because I can give you a $5 discount if you don't need this piece. Let me know that first, and then I can figure out inbox. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then they would be... I have them at 70, and then I would knock like 8 off and do 62 for the pair. 62 for the pair. Let me know. The Iceman is harder to get now. It's a couple years older. And the Fantastic Four first step stuff is just always like easy to sell. So let me know. I can do 62 for the pair. That's an $8 discount on what we were asking. Let me know. Also, just a reminder to everybody, all the proceeds from tonight's show will go towards my bachelor party this weekend. So buy me a beer, why don't you? Trade some action figures for alcohol. What up, Prof? How you doing? But yeah, let me know, Darth Loki, if that works for you. All good, Darth Loki. If you decide you want it, you let me know, dude. Some chick named Candy. Alright, put those back. Oh, what's going on? Hanging out. Alright, so just another rundown of the newer stuff that we have here. So Magic the Gathering, we have all 4 of the Marvel Legends Spider-Man releases, including that beat-up Spider-Man there. Those are all brand new. There's also a Spidey 77 down here, which was a Walmart exclusive. We got some Sith down here, some Jedi. We got Paz Vizsla. We have the Obi-Wan and Anakin. Then we have the ESU. So this is basically the police SWAT units from G.I. Joe Classified Deluxe. That has a ton of accessories. Really cool set. The set that they were scared to put out. My last X-Men 97 newer wave item is Cable. That's the only one I have left. We sold the rest of it. Anakin is 40. 40 on Anakin on his own. Or if you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. So let me know, Chino. 40 for Anakin. New vintage collection, we have Bom Vimden, who was a re-release. And then we have the Gamorrean Guard. So good options for people that are doing either Jabba's Palace or Cantina setups. This is the Mikey King Ghidorah Godzilla crossover. That's one of the figures from that wave. That's the only one we have at the moment. And like I said, Fantastic Four First Step stuff is over here. We have the Gargantos from Gamerverse. And we have the all-new Juggernaut. And then we have the War Machine and Omega Red 2-pack. We have the nice Obi-Wan and 212 Clone Trooper set there. We also have a Cody back there. For Fantastic Four, we have Doctor Doom. And we have She-Hulk in the Fantastic Four outfit. And then there's an Ayla Secura back there. Continuing along, we have the Awe Striker with Crankcase. This just came in today. If anybody's collecting the Joe vehicles or needs Crankcase, it's a good option there. Here's some of the newer items, or like the more recent items. We have Breaker from Mass Device. We have Monkey Wrench. We have the new Major Blood. And we have the Armored Cobra Commander. And then there's more G.I. Joe back here. TMNT. There's NECA TMNT over here. There's also more down here just to show them all at the same time. Power Rangers is up here. There's a couple Colonial Marines over here. We got an Elder Predator. We got some Xenomorphs. And then we have the Bear Blood Predator over there from Prey. And then for Marvel, there's more Marvel carded down here. So we got the Tiger Stripe Wolverine. We got the Green Goblin. There's a bunch more back here. There's a Dark Phoenix. There's the Gambit. Bunch of cool carded releases over there. There's more deluxe stuff in 2-packs on the bottom shelf over here. And then we got like more general wave stuff here. So let me know if anything catches your eyes, guys. Obviously, we don't have everything on display because we can only display so much at one time. But feel free to either shoot me a DM or throw it in the chat if there's something specific you're after. Let me know what you guys are after. Yeah, let me update this listing. But that's most of the newer stuff. Chino, let me know if you want that Anakin. As always, we always do better deals on multiples, so just throw it in the chat if there's a combo deal you want to try to do. And there's your baseline listing. Here's a closer look at this Spider-Man. So we got the battle damaged Spider-Man from Magic the Gathering release. Cool. There's the card. A lot of cool accessories, extra hands, extra face, beat up face, all that stuff. It's a good one to feature for tonight. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know if anything catches your eye. Like I said, this is the only stream this week. So if you're trying to grab something, now is the time to do it. I'll stay on as long as people are asking for stuff. But tonight is the only stream that we're doing this week. Got a flight to catch on Friday. I can't be up late on Thursday. Yeah, we're going to Austin. So, Friday night, we're going to a comedy show. How much is White Spider-Man? What you craving, barbecue? Yeah, I'll definitely be trying some barbecue. Probably mostly chicken, based on my current diet. But yeah, I'll be trying a bunch of different barbecue stuff. I know that they got a lot of good Mexican food down there, too. So I'll be going for, like, the burritos and all that. Try some new beers, try some whiskey. You know, all the fun stuff. The Agent Venom is $60. If you don't need the card that it comes with, I could knock 5 off and do 55. So let me know. I could do 60 on its own. We could do a combo deal, or if you don't need the Magic the Gathering card, I can offer you a $5 discount. I would be opening the box and taking the card out before I ship it to you, though. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, if you want it for 60 on its own sealed, that's all yours. I can run the listing, or we can do 55 without the card. Or if somebody simultaneously makes an offer for the card, we can figure that out. So I'll sell the figure without the card, but I won't sell. Sorry, wait. Yeah, I'll sell the figure without the card, but I won't sell the card without the figure. Same thing we do with Build-A-Figure pieces. So 60 for that. Yeah, so we'll go to a comedy show Friday night. Originally, we were going to go to like the Mothership, which is Joe Rogan's club, on Saturday night, but the tickets sold out in time. And I don't. The headliner there that weekend is Pauly Shore. I wanted to do the showcase that they do that night, and that sold out. And of course, there's Pauly Shore tickets left, but I don't need to go all the way to Austin just to see Pauly Shore. I'd rather see a showcase where it's just like random comedians. So we're gonna go to Sunset Strip, which is actually like it's affiliated with the Mothership, kind of. So I figured that's a good bet for like a Friday night show. Friday night, 8 o'clock. That way we can do dinner beforehand, and then we'll still have time to like bounce around downtown after that. And then Saturday's kind of open, like there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of places to go. I don't know. I feel like we're going with 7 people. So if people decide to split up, no big deal. I just want people to have a good time at the end of the day. I'm not a groomzilla. So as long as we go down there and I get to hang out with the peeps, we got an Airbnb together. One of my buddies rented a car, which is going to be great. It'll be much more convenient because then we can just like go do what we need to do when we need to. Like when we get out of the we're landing at 10 a.m. So, and we can't check in. Originally, we couldn't check into the Airbnb until 4, but then we did the upgrade where you can check in 2 hours early. So we'll have a couple hours to kill, but that's fine. Like, say we land at 10:15, we're out of the airport and into an Uber by like 11. Then we Uber to, or whatever. In this case, we'll have a rental car. So some people will Uber, some people will be in the rental car. We'll go to like some diner, and we'll be there around like 11:30 ish, and then we can get ready, grab whatever supplies we need for the house. Check into the house at 2. Hopefully before then. The guy said he'll let us know if we can get in before. And then once we're settled into the house, it'll be so much easier. Because originally it was going to be 4, and then we were going to have to be downtown by 8. So I just felt like it was going to be like a rush to settle in, and either we wouldn't have anything to do earlier in the day, and we'd be kind of scrambling and like Ubering all over the place, carrying our bags around and shit. So I think this plan works a little bit better. And then then we'll just be downtown Friday night, and then we can explore there, and then we can decide what we want to do. I did a whole itinerary of like it's more of an itinerary of suggested options that people can do. Like I listed all the gun ranges. There's stuff that you could do on the lake. I personally listed all the comic shops and stuff just because I want to check them out. But obviously, I'm not going to drag people there if they don't want to go. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, and then like I included golf in there, more of like the Top Golf or mini golf type thing, because I feel like if people are going to golf, it takes way too long. So if they want to go like really early, I'm not a golfer. So, but I just threw all the information out there. And then I looked up on the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives site all the places that like Guy Fieri visited and like restaurants he tried, or really more if it's the dives and shit like that. And then I put those on the map. Like I have a whole map of Austin that has all the suggestions. Any suggestion that somebody made, anything that I think is in the area that's worth checking out. Obviously, any of the recommendations that I had from the Guy Fieri thing, like all that shit. So I think I put together a pretty good thing where you just open up your Google Maps. It'll already kind of be bookmarked, and then you can see what's near you and you can go do that. Like, that's fine. I feel like it's going to be a lot of eating, a lot of drinking, a lot of bouncing around, a lot of bar hopping, stuff like that. Anything else other people can figure out? I'm not going to lead the charge on any of that debauchery. Nope. Go to Black's Barbecue. Let me see. Is that on the list? I'll show you what I have written down, but I'll add it. Black's Barbecue. It is not on the list. So yeah, so now I have like 83 things on this list. So if I go to it, I have I just added blacks. This is like in the order in which I added them. The bat. People said go check out the bat, so I wrote down observations. Head shop, smoke shop, fish tacos. Yeah, if we go towards the lake, this is probably a good place to check out. River cruise, vigilante, arcades. I put arcades in here. I love a good barcade. ATV rentals if people want to do that. There's the gun ranges if people want to do that. Luggage drop if we need it. Liquor store, Total Wine. I know this is like so much like. I put the HEBs on there. Military Museum. Party Barn's a place to get stuff. I'll get down to. Here we go. Stubbs Barbecue. Swan Dive. Mohawk. These are all like live music venues or clubs. Austin Beer Garden. Oasis. This one you only. Yeah, we're not gonna go all the way to San Antonio. We're gonna stay in the Austin area. We're only there for 2 days. We're there for 60 hours. Saxon, Broken Spoke, Sagebrush, White Horse, Sea Boys. I guess it's like a blues club. Try to get to Elephant Room. People said good things about. Yeah, there's just so many. Like there's 80 fucking things on here. This is where these are the main comedy places. Voodoo Donut. This is the Star Wars store that I'm definitely gonna check out. Yeah, here's all the nerdy shit. You can live a whole life in 60 hours in Vegas. What else? I want to get down to like the good recommendations. There's one tacos everywhere. Pious, home sliced pizza, foreign and domestic, Magnolia Cafe, Green Mesquite, Slab Barbecue. Here we go, Counter Cafe. This is probably the place that I'm gonna take us to first, just to do like a brunch type thing, because it was on the Guy Fieri list. So I figure we'll go there first because it's not far from our Airbnb. Plus, there's also like a liquor store over there, a beer distributor over there. Like it seemed like rather than because I don't want to go downtown until we're going downtown for the night. So I figure this is more of like it's slightly west of where the Airbnb is. It's only like 15 minutes away. So we'll still be in the area and then we can get food, get supplies, and then there's other places where we can just go like grab a drink and hang out if we want. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's also why it's nice that we can get into the Airbnb a little bit earlier because then we can, if we get there at 2, we stock everything, we're settled in by 3, and then we have 5 hours before we're going downtown or whenever. We'll decide. Like, If we're gonna go for like a dinner and we need to be downtown by 6, that's fine. But then we still have like a couple of hours to just chill. There's a jacuzzi there. That'll probably be more of like a late night thing. Yeah, so it'll be fun. At the end of the day, I'm going with 7 people, or what are me and 6 other people. It's all my best friends and my brother. So it'll be a good time. I mean, I I don't know enough about Magic to make a recommendation based on that. I feel like it'll be like obviously when they sell through, then you'll have 2 markets that want them, right? Agent Anti Venom, it has the updated buck that we saw with the Agent Venom on card. So if people want like the poison version of Agent Anti Venom, that's one thing figure wise. And then the Magic market, do people want this foil version of this card? I don't know if there's another version of that card if it's unique artwork. It probably is unique artwork for that release. Manwolf, we haven't gotten Manwolf in years, so you know, there's that. I'm wondering if we'll get another version that's less of an armored up version and more of a, like this is how he looked in the comics version. I can't imagine another instance where we would get this Iron Spider Mary Jane. Like it'll be. I assume it'll be years. I don't think they're gonna sneak her into some random pack. And then it's also been a super long time, and we haven't gotten like a Marvel Legends proper beat up Spider-Man. So there's that. I mean, I think that most of the cards look pretty cool. And that's also why I was giving people the option. I'm like, listen, if you don't want the card, we'll knock a couple bucks off. I can always sell them separately. I know Sith was trying to collect those cards. Also with the cards, people want play sets, right? So most people want 3 of a kind. I'm pretty sure that's how Magic works. That you can play 3 of a card. So they want either 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind to have 3 in a deck, and then 1 extra just to have like sealed. What up, Bobby? So I mean, listen, they're cool cards. It's Spider-Man Magic the Gathering crossover. Seems like people are liking it. I haven't played any of it yet. But yeah, but that's also why I want to give people the same option that we're giving to them with the build a figure pieces. That like, if you just want this figure and you don't care about the card, we can knock a couple bucks off and make it easier for people. That's all. Yes, there's regular boosters, there's collector boosters, there's gift packs, they have the super expensive like $50 packs that are like the collector packs. It's the typical Magic collector IP crossover release strategy. There is starter decks, there's like a Venom starter deck, there's a bunch. There's a lot of product that they did. This is the only product that I've gotten because I figured let's stick with the figures for now because I don't know enough about Magic to like really get investing into it. But maybe I'll grab a starter deck or something. I'll see how it goes this weekend because my buddy is gonna bring a couple Magic the Gathering decks, so we'll probably do some like late night playing around type thing. What's all this about? Oh, you did the secret layers. Here's a good one, So Avi got the secret layers. So these are some of the cards that he got. It's got like the unpainted art, the sketch ones. They did the Daily Bugle headlines. So Avi's into it. What are these? These are like power ups or something. What are they? Oh no, these are lands. These are lands. Lands are big in Magic. I haven't played. I'll find out this weekend. I'll actually play some Magic this weekend. I'll probably play Magic for the first time ever this weekend at the bachelor party. Ooh, textured foils. So greasy. Yeah, no, I confirmed my buddy's gonna bring like 4 Magic decks with him. So I'll probably bring a little Star Wars. He'll bring some Magic. I'm gonna bring my Switch too. I wanted us to play zombies together because a lot of my friends like playing zombies. It's hard to get everybody together to play it. Call of Duty, I mean, like Nazi zombies. But just I'm not gonna bring my PS5. It's too fucking big. I thought about maybe trying to rent one, but there's just not really a good option. So I'll bring the Switch. The Switch is portable. All I got to do is bring my base. We can play some Mario Kart. We can play some. Yeah, what's funny, Prof, is so I called the place in Austin that I saw was like set up and like hosts gaming events. And I asked them, I was like, do you guys rent out PS5s? Because I just want one. I don't want to fly with mine. And I want to just set one up at the Airbnb for like late night or when we're just like dicking around or whatever. And he said that they have like a huge Battlefield event this weekend, so they can't really spare any of their PlayStation. So they're going to have a bunch of people there playing Battlefield together. They also supercharged me wanting to do the Call of Duty thing because even though I already have access to the game because I have the disc, they're making Black Ops 6 is making everything free this weekend to counteract the Battlefield 6 launch. So they're just literally just doing like a free Call of Duty weekend. So it'll be an interesting weekend for shooters. Of course, it's the weekend of my bachelor party. It's New York Comic Con. It's Battlefield 6 weekend. There's a lot going on. But another reason why it's like some people would scoff and say, why do you even think about bringing a PlayStation with you on your bachelor party? It's like, first of all, we have an Airbnb. We're going to be up late night. That's what it's for. It's not us sitting around playing video games all day. It's at the end of the night, we kill some zombies. That's what it is. But I figure between Smash Brothers and I'll probably have a beat 'em up on there and obviously Mario Kart. That'll be enough. Plus we'll have our cards. We'll play some Star Wars, we'll play some Magic, that stuff. I mean, I'm not really really going there to sleep. So, and I'm up late night anyway. Just you guys know, I do the late night streams and shit. So, plus, like I said, we only have 60 hours there. So yeah, sleep is not going to be a priority. And I also don't think that we're not going to be doing anything too like overwhelming. Like, I don't think that I would want to go ATV riding. I think it's going to be too hot to be doing lake sports and stuff. Like, I like doing the go upstate and do some kayaking thing, but I'm probably just going to want to more like relax. If people want to go to the gun range, I'm still not sure if I necessarily want to go. But like I said, if people want to do stuff, they can just do stuff. But any of this stuff, like if I'm not doing strenuous things and just kind of relaxing and like hanging out, I'm not worried about being tired. So let's have some beers, probably pumpkin beers. Let's have some whiskey. Let's have some barbecue. And let's hang out. We'll go see some comedy. We'll go see some live music. We'll bop around. And then when we get back to the place, we can go in the jacuzzi or we can play some cards, whatever. It's just being with the friends for the weekend. Like my friends, I have friends that live near me, but they all have kids. So, I'll go over there and watch like football and whatever and stuff, but it's always like a limited amount of time. Plus, all my friends are married for the most part. Yeah, everybody except for my brother that's going on this trip is married. So, and they all have kids. So it's a vacation for them too. You know what I mean? Just getting away. And it's the last time that will have a reason other than like, oh, just randomly doing it, for everybody to be together like this and like go on a trip together. You know, it's like you have to come. You're in the wedding party. You pretty much have to come. There's some people there's like 2 people in the wedding party that aren't coming, but that's not a big deal. One of them lives in Colorado. The other one, my brother-in-law, just has like a work thing this weekend that he can't get out of, so it's no big deal. But then I invited my other buddy because they couldn't come. I had room. I could invite more people, you know. But 7 people is a lot of people to manage. Originally, I thought we were gonna have like 10 people, but that's why we got the Airbnb. But yeah, that's what's gonna go on. Anyway, so if anybody wants anything, obviously we got a ton of figures here. If anybody's after anything, let me know. Throw it in the comments. Like I said, all of this talk of the bachelor party, all the proceeds will go towards the bachelor party this weekend, or go towards the wedding. I mean, I don't think people are gonna really like let me spend money, but it is what it is. You got to be prepared. And yeah, so once again, this is our only stream this week. Am I screen recording? This is our only stream this week. So if you guys want something, grab it now, and I'll ship it tomorrow. And yeah, that's what's going on. Otherwise, it'll be probably like next Wednesday that we stream again. Here's another overview of some of the stuff we have available tonight. So obviously, we got the Magic the Gathering stuff. We have the Daredevil and Punisher from Born Again. We got that TMNT Godzilla crossover figure. For TVC, we have the Bomb Vimdim, and we have the Gamorrean Guard. I have multiple Gamorrean Guards for anybody that needs extras for their Jabba's Palace displays. We got the Gargantos, we got the new Juggernaut, and then we got the War Machine Omega Red. The Doctor Doom is up there. I got a Paz Vizsla that I randomly found. And then for the G.I. Joe stuff, we have the Awe Striker. This just came in today. Awe Striker and Crankcase. So if you guys are going after the vehicles, there's an option for you. We got the Armored Cobra Commander. We got the new Major Blood. We got Monkey Wrench. And we got Breaker. And then there's a bunch more G.I. Joe over there. Yeah, there's an overview. So if anybody's after anything, throw it in the chat. Let me know. So Marvel down there. Marvel carded down there. Oh, yeah, Prof. I have... So I have the fall... I have, like, the con season exclusives. So we have this Silver Knight, which is like the fall exclusive. And then I have the Barbarian, which I don't know if you ever got this one. No, I think I sold one to Avi. So those are the 2 Legions. Gotcha. Yeah, that's like the Army Builder one. Oh, shit. What else do I have? There was another box that I saw. How much is the knight? 1 second, I have to debate. Let me figure out what his name is again. Silver Knight 2. Silver Knight 2. Jesus, that's an absurd price. No way we're doing that. I'll DM you, bro. Okay, there's that. And then I wanted to show other stuff that was just in a random box here. So there's a purple knight. I have a Vorgus Vermilius. I have a Vampire Phalanx. A Red Knight. And a Red Shield Soldier. There's just some stuff that was in this random box when I was cleaning up. So Red Shield Soldier, another Red Knight, the Vampire Phalanx, the Vorgus Vermilius with the Blood Red armor, and then the Purple Knight. So if anybody's after any of that stuff, let me know. Alright, I'm gonna sit down. Stand in old show. Yeah, I do remember that. I probably showed you every color when we went through them, because I remember we did like the Build a Night thing. But those, just for whatever reason, those were in like a random other box. Probably I was like packing for a show and left them out for whatever reason. So once again, if anybody has any requests for anything, let me know. We have all the featured stuff in front of you guys right now. If you guys want to see anything else, throw it in the chat. We can go through Marvel Legends, Star Wars Black Series, NECA TMNT, G.I. Joe Classified, Power Rangers Lightning Collection, NECA Horror, Sci-Fi stuff. All that stuff is available. I do not have any Lego Star Wars in stock. Sorry. We have the droid. Where did I put him? We have SM-33 Chewie. I think we talked about this last week. Didn't you want him and a Chewbacca? And I had options for you. Unless it wasn't either one of the Chewbacca, but we definitely talked about him last week. So let me know if you need SM-33. Leave him over here in case you want him. How much on the two TVCs? So the Gamorrean Guard is 40, and the Bombvimdum is 30. But I can do 5 off if you get the pair. Keep in mind, those are exclusives. They're harder to get. So what is it? 70. I could do 65 on those two. Jedi Jeff, let me know. Bombvimdim, Gamorrean Guard. The Gamorrean Guard retailed higher. It is a deluxe release, and the Bombvimdim, they're both exclusives, but he's an exclusive. So let me know. I can do 65 for the pair. It's a decent price. They're going for a lot online right now. If you need more than one Gamorrean Guard, I have more than one. So let me know and we can do a deal on that. If there's other TVCs you're after, they're not all that expensive. It's just because these are exclusives. There's a Crosshair down here as well. Well, let me know, Jeff, what you're thinking on that. I mean, the Gamorrean used to go for what, $80 before they re-released it. What up, guys? What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? It's in the Star Wars section. Figured I'd switch over to the action figure proper section since we kind of have more of a mix of stuff. It's 4 a.m. for you. It's 12 a.m. on the East Coast. So just an overview. This is the featured section. Obviously, we have a whole room full of figures here. I also have tons of bins, and I have a garage full of figures as well. So if you guys have requests, you can feel free to throw it out there and let me know. Magic the Gathering, Marvel Legends. We have all 4 here. I do not have a Silver Surfer in stock at the moment. There's the beat up Spider-Man there. G.I. Joe Classified. We have the SWAT. Black Series. We have the Anakin and Obi-Wan here. There's also some extra options down here as well. Paz Vizsla, if anybody missed out on him. Jedi Temple Guard. There's a Malik there. I have Malgus as well. 77 is over here. Movie Mr. Fantastic is 40 on his own. If you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. Movie Mr. Fantastic is 40. The SWAT is 50. Dominican saying 50 for the SWAT. If you see anything else, I always do better deals on multiples. I'll show you some more G.I. Joe in a second. We got the Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil and Punisher, if anybody needs those. TVC, I have Bomb Vimdim and the Gamorrean Guard. TMNT Godzilla, we have the Mikey King Ghidorah crossover. For Gamerverse, we have Juggernaut, we have Gargantos, and we have War Machine Omega Red. Fantastic Four up here. We got the Doctor Doom and the She-Hulk. We got some Revenge of the Sith options. We got this Obi-Wan and Clone Trooper. We got Mythic Legions. These are the current convention exclusives. They're like touring convention exclusives for the season. There's more carded Marvel down here. A bunch of Marvel on the shelf over here. A lot of NECA TMNT. So there's on this shelf and also on this shelf. Let me know if you guys want to concentrate on those at all. There's the Big Venom from Gamerverse over there. There's Predators. There's Alien. There's more Black Series up here. We got more G.I. Joe Classified, including Crankcase and the Awe Striker. This just came in today. So if anybody's after that, let me know. And then there's just more G.I. Joe in general. There's some Colonial Marines down there. There's more recent G.I. Joe releases over here. And then just G.I. Joe in general over here. If you need more than one of those SWAT figures, let me know. We can do a combo deal. And there's Power Rangers Lightning Collection up there. I'll point you guys at the featured/news section. But if you guys see anything that you're interested in, shout it out. Let me know. Throw it in the chat. We'll figure out a combo deal if you need it. So just let me know what you guys are thinking. Dominican saying, let me know what you're thinking on that SWAT. If anybody else has any requests, throw in the chat. How much on Juggernaut? Let's see. I'll ask 100 on Juggernaut. Feel free to make an offer on that. Or if you see something else, we always do better deals on multiple. But I'll say 100 on Juggernaut. No, we're not doing any loose tonight. I don't really have loose. We mostly carry sealed stuff. 100 on Juggernaut. The battle damage Spidey is 60. If you don't need the magic card that comes with him, I can knock 5 off. And if you're doing a combo deal, we could do a combo deal discount as well. So what I'll offer is I'll offer the same thing as we offer with Build-A-Figure pieces for the card stuff. So this is 60 sealed. If you don't need the card, I can knock 5 off. We do the same thing with Build-A-Figure piece figures. So it's more a matter of if you care about me opening it and taking a card out, if you care about the card at all. How much for the Obi-Wan 2-pack? 1 second. Let me just refamiliarize myself. The 212. I'll say 70 on the Obi-Wan 2-pack. 70, Jay. Agent Venom, same as so any of the magic ones, we're gonna do 60. If you don't need the card, it's $5 off. If you're getting more than one, we always do better deals on multiples. So Agent Venom, Agent Anti-Venom is 60. If you don't need the magic card, I can knock 5 off. If you're getting more than one, I can do a discount on top of that. So let me know, guys. We can put some bundles together and figure it out. Figure out what works best for both of us. Juggernaut is 100 even. 100 even. You can feel free to make an offer on that. Or if you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples, Jay. So you let me know. There's also a whole room of figures here as well. So there's plenty of options for doing like combo deals. This is just our featured section. We have all Star Wars and TMNT over there. We got a bunch more Marvel over here, including that carded stuff at the bottom. We got more G.I. Joe, including the Awe Striker that just came out. More TMNT, more Power Rangers. There's DC over here. There's all DC on this shelf. And then I have more NECA, mostly NECA. There's a Rhea Ripley over there as well. There's some Bandai Godzillas. There's the Ghostbusters O-Ring 4-pack. No, that is the only Agent Venom I have. I do have a Gamerverse Just Venom, if you're after him at all. I also have a movie Venom, but I don't have the like black suit Agent Venom. Here's a movie Venom. Box on this one is not great. It was never open though, just so you know. There's also the black suit Spider-Man as well. From Gamerverse. So let me know, guys, what you guys are thinking. If anybody wants to figure out a combo deal for anything that we talked about. If anybody has any offers on anything we talked about. If you need me to tell you a price on something, all good. Remember, if it comes with a Build-A-Figure piece or a magic card, we can do a $5 discount if you don't need that piece. So let me know, guys. Throw it in the chat if you guys have any requests, if you need any prices on anything. Man Wolf without the card. I guess I could do a little bit better on Man Wolf. Let's see. What do you cost? We were doing them at 60. Minus 5 would be 55. How about I'll give you a. I'll do 50 even without the card for him. 50 even. We were originally asking 60 for any of the Magic ones, and then I was doing $5 off. What I'll do for him, since you're asking, I'll do $10 off of our original asking and do 50 even. Let me know, Nico. If you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples, so please keep that in mind. There's more Marvel over here if you need some options for doing combo deals. There's carded stuff at the bottom. I can go through some of these carded items for people just so that they know what's over here. So there's a Tiger Stripe Wolverine. There's a Dark Phoenix Jean Grey. There's a Gambit from X-Men 97. There's another X Factor Jean Grey. This is Rom. This is Adam Warlock. There's a Banshee. There's also a brown suit Wolverine over here. There's Loki back here, Falcon, and then the Tigra is there. We got Tarantula. What is it again? Unlimited Spider-Man. Spider-Boy. Chameleon. There's a Tom Holland Final Swing Spider-Man, and we got the Green Goblin there as well. So those are the things that you can't see that are kind of blocked. Oh my god, that's so funny, Renzo, that you're asking me for a Heimdall. I just found one. 1 second. It's not loose, but I can give you a discount if you don't need the Build-A-Figure piece, Renzo. So here he is. Hold on, let me price him out. This is Heimdall. He is sealed. Let me figure out a good price for him without the Build-A-Figure. Do you need the Build-A-Figure piece is the question. I would prefer to sell him without the Build-A-Figure piece because I was going to build that guy. That's why it was to the side. But yeah, let me know. Let me figure out a price for him first. What does he go for, $60? Kind of all over the place. Let's see, 55. Okay, so I'm gonna say that his value. I'm gonna say that his value sealed is 45, If you don't need the Build-A-Figure piece, I can do them for 40. If you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. So let me know. So 45 sealed, 40 without the Build-A-Figure piece, you get a $5 discount. If you see anything else you're interested in, we could do a better combo deal and all that stuff. I mean, shipping, I would probably do it as like 4 to 7 ounces. This is what I'll do. I'll make the listing. Do you? What's your preference? The with the Build-A-Figure piece or without the Build-A-Figure piece price? Because I'll price it and I'll make the so you can like preview your shipping. Yeah, that's fine. But does that mean you do not want the Build-A-Figure piece? That's what the question I need you to answer. Okay, so if you don't need the Build-A-Figure piece, then I can run them at 40. And then I'll just label this. I'm going to give you very cheap shipping. This is the cheapest I can go on the shipping. Fucking label. There it is. Heimdall. No bath. There's no confusion. Okay. So this would be your listing for Heimdall. No Build-A-Figure piece and the cheapest shipping that I can do. So what you can do is you can go to checkout and like it'll probably tell you right now what the price will be completely. It'll at least tell you the shipping. So let me know if that works for you, Renzo. If it's good for you, you go ahead and grab it. And then what I'll do is I'll just take the Build-A-Figure piece out. I'll ship them to you. I can have it out tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, no, all good, all good. If nothing else, Renzo, at Joba's Palace is our name across all socials, including Instagram. You can DM us on here. You can DM us on Instagram. All right. So you check with me. Shoot me a DM before you do anything. Okay. We'll see if we can make that work. Okay. Cool. All right. Who asked about what the anti-venom? So all the magic ones, guys, our asking price on them is 60. If you don't need the card, I can do $5 off. If you're looking at more than one of anything, or trying to put a combo deal together, we can definitely do a better deal on multiple items. So the asking price on Agent Anti-Venom is 60, and if you don't need the card, it's $5 off. We do the same thing with Build-A-Figure pieces. Alien, Halo, or Predator. I have a Elder V2 Predator. I have some Fireteam Elite Xenomorphs. So I have Burster Alien, and I have Prowler Alien. I also have the translucent Bloody Bear Predator from Prey. I also have Colonial Marines over here. So I have Drake, and I have Vasquez. And then just random like other NECA stuff. I don't know if this is like up your alley. We got some Godzilla over here. We got Chucky. We got Gremlins. We got the Count. We have Universal Monsters over here. We have Gargoyles, Ghostbusters. Here's the DC stuff, guys. If I need to see the DC stuff. There's more G.I. Joe over here. We have the Awe Striker over here. Let me see. Was there anything else that I missed? Anyone here? Yeah. So there's your Alien. There's your Predator, and I don't think we have any Halo at the moment. How much for the Prowler? The Prowler I would do for 40. 40. He costs more than that after tax if you grab him at Target. So that's a good deal on him. 40 for the Prowler. If you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples. But I'll do 40 on his own. Let me know, Cuervo, if you want that one. Let me give you a better look at this Predator, if I can. So this is what this Predator looks like. So it's the Predator from Prey. It has the translucent, but it's covered in blood. So it's when he fights the bear in Prey. The King Ghidorah Mikey. What do I want to do on the King Ghidorah Mikey? King Ghidorah Mikey, I can do for 30. King Ghidorah Mikey, I can do for 30. Or, like you said, you were asking about something else too before that, right? Johnny. The Anti-Venom. So say you wanted to do King Ghidorah Mikey and the Anti-Venom, right? So I have them at, one's at 60, one's at 30. So they come out to 90. What I'll do on that is I can do $10 off the pair. So it'd be 80 for the pair. Or if you don't want the card that comes with the Agent Anti-Venom, I could do another 5 off. So it would be 90 becomes 80 becomes 85. So 80 for the pair. No, 90 becomes 80 becomes 75. Sorry. So let me know. He's sick, though. I think this is the best of the three, to be honest. I'll get the other ones. When I come back from the bachelor party, I'll grab the other two. This is the only one that was at my local store. But yeah, if anybody wants those, let me know. If you want that Prowler, let me know. I can run it for the 40. Juggernaut is 100. 100 for Juggernaut. But you see what I'm doing. I'm saying discount on this, discount on that, as long as you're getting multiples. So we can figure that out if you want me to. If you want me to do the math on that for any combo of the things that you talked about, let me know. 100 for him though. And it changed the Heimdall listing. Just Figz. Any Cyclops? Do I still have a Cyclops in here? I don't think there's a Cyclops in there. There usually is, but I think we brought it to a show. I probably have one in the garage. I probably have the condom head one in the garage. I don't think there's any in here at the moment. I'm going to say no on Cyclops at the moment. The one that I would have would be the... it's from this wave. It would be the Powers of X wave, so it would be this one. So let me know if you want me to pull that. I can prep it for next week, or we can DM it out. I can do it tomorrow, but tomorrow's the last day that I can ship anything out because we're going to Austin for my... You want that one? Okay, John. Let me think. Is it possible that he's in here? Nah, he's gonna be in the garage at this point. Oh, okay. I thought you were excited about seeing that one. We're getting another one. There's a 2-pack coming with him and Gene. That's more of the condomy look. So we'll have that 2-pack when it comes out. But anyway, this is the featured section. So if anybody has any requests on that, all good, Jordy. All good. That's what we're here for. Oh, I also do have a. If people want a Dragon Man, I have a Dragon Man. So let me know. It's in the other room. It's in the. Yeah, it's in the other room. So I would have to go and grab it. But if people want it, I do have it. Yeah. So this is the featured section. If anybody has any requests for anything in the featured section, you guys let me know. Otherwise, we'll just be hanging, taking requests as always. So once again, if anybody has any requests, let me know. There's a lot of cool figures available tonight, as is every night. We have that G.I. Joe Lost Striker also. It's not on screen. I also have a HasLab Cantina with the deluxe upgrade. If anybody wants that, we can DM it out. Once again, if anybody has any requests, let me know. There's a ton of figures available. This is the featured section, and there's a bunch more in the room if you want me to go through the other shelves as well. Juggernaut, we're asking 100. Feel free to make an offer, or if you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiples, so let me know. All right, if anybody has any requests, let me know. This is the featured section. I'll hang out for a couple more minutes and then we're going to sign off for the night. What up, Bobby? How you doing, dude? So what's your plan for Comic-Con? Are you working or are you just... Oh, yeah, you said you're just going there to chill, right? So the new Magic figures, we're asking 60 each, and then I'm knocking 5 off if you don't want the card. So 60 per. If you don't want the card, I can knock $5 off. Or if you want more than one, we always do better deals on multiples. So let me know, James, if any of that works for you. Avi, also let me know if you want Spider-Man. Obviously, we don't have to do it tonight. Just DM me. What are you going after, Avi? Anything specific? Okay, so I'll stash. I think I have 2. Where's the other one? Do you care about box condition on that? Okay, yeah, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure, just in case somebody swoops in and wants like more than one. Okay. Let me just look in the other one, in the other room, make sure it's here. Yeah, this one has the slash on the top, actually. Does the other one have a slash on the top? Oh, yeah, they both. Oh, no, that's kind of just the. Oh, no, that's just the way that is, but this one does have a slash. Okay, so Avi, I'll stash this one. I'll put this with your other stuff. I had to do that on eBay, but you know, I mean, I have 2, so. All right, so let me put this in your bag for now. We'll deal with that next week. They probably didn't get distribution on them because they were. Oh, actually, they should have gotten distribution on them. I don't know. It's probably because they just wanted to get the Magic players in there, too. But whatever. Yeah, we were doing 60 online. Then I was giving people the option, if they don't want the card, to take 5 off. I know you want the card, so I didn't even bother. So we have one more. We have one more of each of these left. I have 2 Agent Antivenoms, but the other 3, I'm on my last one of those. Collectibles sold out there too. Yeah, I somehow resisted. I had some of the stuff pre-ordered through Target, but Target just always cancels everybody's pre-orders. So I didn't really suck in. Yeah, that's sick. I culled a bunch of pre-orders today, just because we're getting close to the wedding, and I don't like. I was getting charged for way too much shit right now, so I just like canceled a lot of stuff. I figure I could always circle back for stuff if I want to. But yeah, there's like the last 2 months of Hasbro shipping stuff has been insane. Like their distribution is completely out of control. With like it's supposed to ship, like the date is like next year, and then it's like no, it's shipping now. You should get charged for it now. And just like I called them today because we actually had a bunch more of the magic stuff coming, and I was just like, I can't even like you charge for like 6 of these. Yeah, they're completely out of control, and it's just like how are people supposed to budget? You know what I mean? And for me, I'm ordering multiples of everything, so yeah, it was a fucking pain in the ass. Not to mention the fact that we had 2 HasLabs while NYCC was going on, plus NYCC exclusives. Then they've been shipping nonstop for the last 2 months, and now we're going into SDCC, and now we're going into NYCC exclusives. It's just like the end of the year is always just fucking insane. Like once it gets to fall, or what's supposed to be fall, because it's still fucking 80 degrees outside and it's October. What are we doing? Um, Yeah, I mean the made to order. I think you got to just place the order and then just keep an eye on what's happening. You know, like you got to get the order in because you only have a certain amount of time. But look at the Dragon Man. The Dragon Man was supposed to be made to order, and then it went back up, and then it went back up again. You know, so that's not all canceled pre-orders. That's they made more than what people ordered, right? Like I don't think everybody canceled all their Dragon Men. It's funny because I actually sold one at the show, and I gave the guy like a really good price on it, partly because I didn't really look it up, and also partly because I was just like, we're doing the show, we got to be making money. You know, I got to liquidate some of this stuff, so let's just sell anything that we can. And then it went back up on the website. No, I mean like it literally went back up on Pulse again. So I just ordered 2 more. I was like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if it's still up now, but I know like earlier in the week I was able to order 2 more. Because if you're gonna give me the opportunity to order more, I'm gonna do it. Like, because once it actually disappears, it'll be super expensive. So it's worth it. I have my personal one stashed. By the way, if anybody wants a Dragon Man tonight, I do have the one that was gonna be my personal one that I can sell now because I have more coming. So did you see these yet, Avi? So they did Leo as Godzilla, Raph as Rodan, and Mikey as Ghidorah. So this is the one I have at the moment. Let's get some more light on it, actually. Let's see. So he's got the wings. He's got the awesome, like, translucent yellow size. He has the extra heads on the shoulders, and you can move those. Like, he can put them in his hands too. This is a cool one. I'll get all of these. This is just the one that I found first. Oh, also, Avi, I gotta show you the backpack I got. Remember we were talking about the Target backpack? Did you ever get that? So you got what, the 35-liter one? So I went there because I was grabbing stuff for the trip. And I was like, oh, I'll look at the 35-liter. This is the 45-liter. So I like already started packing it. So literally, it's a fucking suitcase. And then there's still other compartments. Like, there's all stuff here, stuff here. There's more here. There's a whole other side over here that you can use. So this is what I'm going to bring to Austin. Yeah, because I was looking at the 35, and then I saw this one on the shelf, and it was only $20 more. So I was like, oh. Well, if I'm doing it so that I'm basically trying to eliminate a carry-on and just have one bag, that's perfect. Like, literally, I think I'm just going to bring that to Austin. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, that one was 70. The other one was 50. But between going to Austin now, going to Aruba in December, it'll be worth it. Plus, I even think that having it for like shows will be good. It'll just be like an extra thing, because I've been using my small ass one. Gives me a Herschel Supply Co. company bag the week right after I put the Target one. That's why. Well, I have a big Timberland. Duffel, like a leather Timberland duffel, which naturally would be my carry-on. But I just wanted. I don't know. The thing is that we're gonna land at 10 in Austin, and then originally we weren't gonna be able to check into the Airbnb until 4. Oh, nice. That's sick, Abby. But we did get it moved up to 2. We paid like an extra $100. We're just getting split 6 ways, so it doesn't really matter. To move up to 2, and then they said they'll let us know if we can go earlier. But we still have. So apparently, the anti-venom card on the figure is like 65 on its own. It's so weird what people are doing with that, because it's like, I feel like these are just people that don't want to buy the figure. Like, why wouldn't you just buy the figure if you're gonna do that, and then get some money back? But I'm trying to give people good prices on this stuff. But I'm also saying, hey, if you don't want the card, we could always sell the card later. So that's why I was giving people the discount for the card. It's averaging 37 plus. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's weird. I just feel like if you're gonna buy it, buy the whole thing, or buy the figure without the card. Like, it's so random. Anyway, so yeah, I figured. I mean, if we're landing at 10, and even if we still have to kill 4 hours, I mean, they have luggage drops. I don't necessarily want to use one, My buddy, actually, a lot of this has been figured out since because we got the extra we moved the check-in time up 2 hours. Plus, my buddy is renting a car, so some of us will have the option to put stuff in the car rather than have to do like a luggage drop. But I figured with that bag, I could put my clothes in it, I could put my Switch 2 in it, I could put my iPad in it, and then like toiletries and whatever, and then I'll be good. And then I just have one bag for the entire trip. And it's just strapped on my back and I just carry it around. That's fine. Remember to put your Switch 2 and laptop in separate bins at the SI. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they'll complain to me about whatever I do, but at least I don't have to take my shoes off now. We don't have to take our shoes off anymore, right? Actually, I'm going to be wearing Crocs, so it doesn't really matter. You still do. So I was at my parents' house and we were randomly watching Shark Tank. And one of the people was showing off this tripod. So it has bendy leg. And it has suction. Which, let's see if I don't know if I can get it to happen here. Oh, hold on. Show you over here. I'll get to some predators in a second. So it literally has suction. So you can like put it like on the wall. I guess it depends on the wall, but whatever. You get the idea. It has all suction legs on the bottom, so then you can actually turn it into an iPad one by doing like this goes in suctions to the back of the iPad, and then these are the legs. There's like a bunch of different ways to do it. I haven't used it yet because I still just have like this basic one that I'm sitting it on that I got from work years ago, but yeah, fun stuff. It's just nice to have like a versatile little tripod like that. Anyway, somebody asked about NECA predators. So I have a Elder V2 over here. There's some xenomorphs here. Let me show you this other predator. I'll pick it up. You can see the way it looks. So this one was an exclusive that they did for Prey. And it is the bear blood version of the Prey predator. So it's a translucent predator, but it's covered in the bear blood from the scene where he fights the bear. So there's that one. And then there's more xenomorph stuff. Those are the two predators at the moment. Okay, so if we want to look at the Elder, I would have to price it. This is an Elder V2. Here's a better look at him. Obviously, the box is not in perfect condition. There's him. Let me get you a price on this one, so that you at least know where my phone got there. Oh, okay. Never mind. I have this priced at $100 on here. So let me know. That would be the online. I can make that the online price. That's usually the in-person price. But I have him at $100. The two Xenos that are here is I have the Prowler and I have the Burster from Fireteam Elite. So this is the Prowler, the red one. And then this one is the Burster with the green pustules on it. There's also some Colonial Marines here. So I have Drake. And I do still have a Vasquez. If you need her. Other than that, like random other NECA stuff. There's some Chucky, there's some Gremlins, there's some Universal Monsters, there's some Gargoyles. There's a couple, these are Bandai, but these are Godzillas. The only War Machine we have at the moment is in the Omega Red 2-pack. So let me know if you're interested in that set. So that's the Marvel vs. Capcom Gamerverse version of War Machine. Yeah, so Drool, just let me know if you decide you want the Predator. If you see anything else, like we talked about some of the Xenomorphs and stuff like that, we always do better deals on multiples. So just let me know and we can figure out a combo deal for you. And reminder, guys, any money you spend tonight, the proceeds go to my bachelor party this weekend. So if you want to buy me a drink, all you got to do is buy a figure. Turn the plastic into alcohol. And this is the only show that we're doing this week, by the way, because I have an early flight on Friday. Oh, God. Sonic sucks. Isn't there like salt in Dasani? Isn't it like salt water? Oh, wow. You didn't have to do that. For one times Poland Spring, basically. You didn't have to do that, Abby. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. That's one beer. One beer. Oh, and then, Avi, I don't know if, like, you saw all the pictures I sent and stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know if you didn't notice them. That you haven't flipped out over this guy. Pom Vimden, perfect Cantina guy. And then I also got more Gamorreans because that was part of that reissue. So Target did reissues of both of these figures. They did that and they did the Gamorrean. This is a 3 3/4 inch Gamorrean. So I have a couple of those as well. I know you're budgeting for New York Comic Con, so if you want anything, we can figure it out next week. But good stuff. 3 Menton cards still from New. Oh wow, that's crazy, Avi. That's crazy. So, are you mad at yourself for not selling them before the reissue? I mean, I guess people can tell the difference. Oh, okay. So, you're just like Eminem. Or not like Eminem. Whichever's funnier. But I did find 15 Captain Fordos from TVC. Jesus. Nice. Alright, that's good. Well, there you go. You could toss those up on the bay. Oh, he's cleaning out his closet. You have 15. That's when you gotta sell them. I can understand it was like your last one. Or if you wanted to, like, one sealed, one mint on card, but they're just in case I break the other 6. Got it. They didn't list him on here? That is the way you spell it, right? Ford. Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Oh, that makes so much more sense that he's more of an army builder. Arc Trooper. This one, right? This is the version, or you have the other one? That makes sense. That version. Got it. Yeah, $80. Sick. That makes sense to me that you have, first of all, that you have so many and that you don't want to sell them. Because, I mean, yeah, it's sick. The fact that he comes with the alternate helmet, he has the little extra gear and stuff. Yeah, it's a cool one. The card looks good. So what did you say? So what? You have two sealed? You have three sealed cases? They're just in case I break the other six. How many? 7 of them are unpunched. Nice. Hey, hey, long, hey, long as you got them at less than what they go for now. There you go. There you go. All right, so you got them at retail. So you probably paid fucking $8 for them. Let's see. We can find out. You paid $9. So you paid $9 and like 42 cents or something for it, right? Or whatever. 10. That's awesome. Did you ever get this? Did I sell you one of these? We've gone through a lot of these. Red Turbo. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, we still have a whole section of Power Rangers up here. Our retired Power Rangers Lightning collection. Yeah. And there was a whole issue with the head on that. There's also these guys hiding down here. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah. I don't know. I never did, but we also sold all the ones we had, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Um, then this guy came in. Ooh. The Terrifier. There's also a TVC Crosshair. I don't know if you ever got that one. That was like the one before everything else came in. Nice. Let's go red. It looks so sick. It'll be at the contour. Nice. Yeah, actually, I have two Mezcos. I have the Space Ghost Glow in the Dark because it was on an Entertainment Earth sale one year. I've probably told this so many times. And I have the Tiger Stripe Wolverine that they did. That was a New York Comic Con exclusive, probably 5 years ago at this point. Maybe 6 years. That's like the first. I think that's the first place I went to because that year I did those. I did that, and then I did. They had a really good deal on like some Storm Collectibles, Mortal Kombat stuff. So I got the exclusives, and then that's when I got like my Goro. I got the Rain. And there was a robot version. I don't know if it was both of them were Rain, but it was one cyborg version and one regular version. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they got a lot of the good characters done though, and they were so expensive. Like I would have totally gotten what's it called, the Minotaur guy, but he was so expensive. I just have most of the only one that I opened was Goro. Motaro, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Trade it for weed. Listen, there's probably some weed in this thing right here that's been sitting around for probably over a year because I don't smoke on my own. Like I just don't. I'll probably smoke this weekend though. I don't know. Like weed these days, I get so anxious, and the the edibles, the body high I do like, but they're just so dangerous. Like when you take too many, it just fucks you up. I remember one of the first, probably the second. Well, let's see. We were doing LITCG show, which is a big show, and it was they had just gone to like one of the bigger venues. I don't know. I think it might have been the second time we did it at the bigger venue. And my neighbor had some stuff that he wanted to sell, so I said, "All right, we'll bring your car. We can bring extra stuff. You can help me for the day. You can throw some stuff on the table, right?" I don't have any wrestling. Well, I have one Rhea Ripley, but I don't have any AEW. So he gave me one. I told him I was just like, give me like 5 milligram. Like like that's all I need. I just want something small. And I don't know what he gave me, but I was way too fucked up. Like I couldn't function. I'm working a show. I couldn't function. I just hated it the whole time. So it was a huge mistake. So I never invited him to do a show again. Um, and I mean, I remember the worst experience, which it wasn't a bad experience because I was home the whole time. Was I remember my brother gave me an edible, and I took it like right when the football games were starting on a Sunday, and I was still so high like that night, and like my heart was racing. It just sucked. So I just don't like the like you have no control over it. Like I mean the thing that sucks about flour is that you get so burnt out. Like I hate being burnt. It's just the worst. Then you just have a headache. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, like I literally smoked every single day, like from probably, well, maybe not every single day, but most days I smoked from like my junior year of high school until like maybe like 7 years ago, like every day, whether I was alone or not. And then I think like my job got more, there was just more to do at my job. Like I had like a real job. And that's when I was like, I don't even want to smoke anymore. So like what I do is if I'm hanging out with friends and they have something, You know, I'll take a puff, one or two puffs, and then that's it. But I definitely do not habitually smoke. I brought it back maybe like 2 years ago, and it was okay. And it was just like me going outside the apartment smoking. But it's just not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's usually a good time. It's just you have to have the right stuff, and I just feel like you have to not have a lot of stress at the time. Like I guess it's supposed to de-stress some people, but I feel like it would always just make me anxious. Like yeah, you definitely have to be in the mood for it. Like this weekend, it'll be good because I'll have a little bit. I mean, we're gonna be in Texas, so I'm probably not gonna. I'll probably really only be smoking at the Airbnb, or if somebody has like a pen, maybe. Because I think you got to be careful in Texas still, which is ridiculous, but whatever. I mean, I don't know how other people are planning on getting it. And also like to each his own. That's just my reaction to it these days. Texas is such a contradictory state. I know, but it's weird. It's just like how I don't know how they're planning on getting it. You can't fly with it. Like I googled it to see like can't people just grab something from a dispensary here and fly with it? No, you like still will get 5 years in prison if you fly with it. Yeah, and we're going to a comedy club like Friday night. Have you have you well you've probably been there, right, Avi to Austin, but how often like or whatever, what do you know about it? Okay. So I mean if you have any recommendations, I wanted to go to Comedy Mothership um Saturday night. The headliner that weekend there is Pauly Shore though, so I didn't really want to do that show because I just don't really care about seeing Pauly Shore. They had a showcase, but it sold out. So we ended up getting tickets for Sunset Strip for Friday night instead. Yeah. So there's a showcase Friday night, 8 p.m. at Sunset Strip, which is in the same area. So we're just going to go do that. And that's only like a $20 show. So we're going to do that. So I figure what we'll do is we'll go in, we'll land at 10. We'll be out of the airport by like 11 ish, depending on how long the bags take. Or if people check bags. I don't know how many people are going to check bags. My buddy's got to pick up his car rental. Then I was going to have us go to. It starts with a C. Hold on. I have a list. I looked up the Guy Fieri list of people, of places that he had. Hold on, let me get to the bottom of the list. Let's see what this stuff is. Counter Cafe. Have you ever been here? So this was on the Guy Fieri list. So I figure this is a good. It'll be around like noonish when we get there, 11:30 noon when we get there, so people can do like brunch. They'll have brunch options because we're staying. That's the best thing about this is that. And you said what? Dead rabbit. Dead rabbit. Is the city like really big? Like, is it? Is it? I mean, it's. I'm sure it's walkable, but is it like? I mean, we have such a warped perspective because we're from fucking New York, right? It's like. So this is like literally. I have like over 80 things that I bookmarked. We're staying. Oh, let me find it here. Yeah. So we're staying there, and then obviously like this is downtown, and then there's like options to our west and then north. This up here is a Star Wars shop, Holocron. This is like all Star Wars figures. So I'm definitely gonna go there. Yes, well that's why I'm happy that my buddy ended up just doing the so in general, downtown South Congress and the university area are all very New York City walkable vibes. The north you'll want to Uber to. Yeah, so I figure we can do a little like if we land at the airport down here and then we drive over here because this is where Counter Cafe is, and then there's also like Total Wine is over here. There's an HEB over here. There's a liquor store. There's a place called Party Time that's a beer distributor. Like that's a nice area to be in. Like this, I'm gonna get us to this strip because I don't want us to go downtown right away. I figure let's check into the Airbnb and then we're gonna be at downtown like later that night. So if I hit us up on this strip, bring us to Counter Cafe, then we can go up to Party Barn, get beer. We can go to this liquor store, or we can hit up like Total Wine on the way home. There's an HEB over there. Like, I think I have a good plan for the day. I'm happy that we moved ourselves up to 2 p.m. I just don't know what we're gonna do like on Saturday. Like Saturday, I put in the Chat GPT itinerary that I made, which we're not gonna stick to. It's really just a way that we can have options and stuff. Okay. Oh god, now I gotta add all these. I should have asked you earlier. Uh, duh. Ember. Oh, there's two embers. I assume the one on South Lamar because that's where the other one was. Right, Ember is right near. Oh no, that's called Everly. Never mind. Look at you with the $50 to $100 restaurants. You crazy fuck. Yes, yeah. Another $100 plus restaurant. You're crazy, bro. The fuck you doing, Terry Black? What about like Speakeasy? Big Marriott in Austin has the best, let's say, comfy, fun times rooms for your buddies. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I could have had us do that, but I figured the Airbnb midnight. This might be on the list already. So you like the strip on 6th? Because that's where Mothership is. Voodoo Donuts over there. Sunset Strips over there. What is this one? Dead Rabbit. Okay. Yeah, so that's 6th strip. So that'll be our Friday night. Our Friday night is going to be at this on this strip. Firehouse Lounge. That's crazy that this is ATV rental place. It's like right on that strip too. $2. Club Bantu. There's a Museum of the Weird. Okay. So. Coyote Ugly. Pete's Dueling Piano Bar. Tuckaway. Mothership. Micheladas. Yeah, Mitzi's is over there, obviously. Buck Wild. I should put Mitzi's on the list. Is Mitzi's nice, or is it a comedy club, or is it a food place? Just a bar, right? Well, because that's um fuck, what's his name? That's Pauly Shore's mom who owned the Comedy Cellar. So that's why it's named that. That's why I think Rogan owns that too. Or something like that. I don't know. I assume he just owns the whole fucking city. Him and Tony Hinchcliffe definitely own the whole fucking city, right? Like, oh, there's a Chick-fil-A right over there? Ooh. Be careful with ice. Dudes are unnecessarily aggressive on a power trip after dark. Yeah, I'm pretty white, so. And I'll have my passport and all that shit on me, so. You think they're just like chilling like downtown like that? Is that what's going on right now? Like, do you see ice a lot, Avi? Gotcha. I guess that makes more sense down there, but you were there 3 weeks ago. Wow. Yeah. There's a big festival at Austin City Limits going on this weekend that we didn't clock early on, but also like the Sunday tickets for 1 day general admission were like $170. So wow, that's crazy, Avi. And you even had your fucking you gave them your ID, like they still did it. These fuckers are out of control. What up, Seth? Battle damage Spidey is 60. If you don't need the magic card, he's 55. If you see anything else, we always do better deals on multiple, so let me know. So we're pretty much doing that deal on all of these. This is my last one of this, and this. I do have an extra Agent Anti-Venom, but you don't need to know that. Yeah, let me know, though. There's more Marvel stuff to our left. Over here. There's carded down there. There's deluxe stuff. There's Build a Figure Wave stuff. But let me know. Let me know if you want the damaged Spidey. I know he's going for more than that online. I am going to Austin for my bachelor party this weekend, Seth. That's what we were just talking about. Shut up, Seth. That's it. Now you gotta buy me a drink. I'm over here trying to get you your magic cards, trying to get people to let me take the fucking magic cards out of the figures before I sell them to them. And this is the thanks I get. Yeah, so yeah, Friday night we'll be downtown. I'm with. I got a 7-person crew, including myself. So I got backup. So you mean so not? It's not just ice that's aggressive there, Avi. I mean that's kind of like the motto, mostly ice. Yeah, it'll be good. That's why I picked it. Like, I think it'll be good. We'll see some comedy. We'll see some live music. We got 60 hours there. We'll land at 10 a.m. We'll leave at 7 p.m. Sunday night. 10 a.m. on 10 a.m. on Friday. We'll land. Hopefully, nothing gets delayed. Don't tell them we're from New York. Okay. So I wanted to. The headliner that weekend is Pauly Shore, and I just don't care enough to get a ticket to go see him. I wanted to do the showcase Saturday night, but that sold out because we were too stupid and didn't book it in time. So I did Sunset Strip Friday night 8 p.m. They have a showcase. It's not even that I don't care for him. It's just like I'm gonna go all the way to Austin and just go see Pauly Shore. Like no, I'm good. I like if I'm going to Austin to see comedy, I'd rather see like a showcase, like a bunch of different people, you know. And those are just the better shows anyway. Like I'm sure he has probably 2 openers anyway, but I don't need to devote that much time to it. I'm good. Spawn. I don't think there's any Spawn in the room at the moment. If there's specific Spawn stuff that you're after, feel free to shoot me a DM. And if I don't have it, I'll uh, keep an eye out for it. But there's no Spawn stuff in the room at the moment. Yeah, but we'll do Sunset Strips right over there. We're gonna do that Friday night, 8 p.m. So that'll be the main thing for Friday night, and then we'll already be downtown, so we'll just be able to bar hop in that area. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's the plan. I don't know what we're gonna do Saturday morning necessarily. I lined up like I did an itinerary where it just gives people options. So if people want to go golf, they can go golf. If we want to do something near the lake, we can do the lake. I don't know if I want to go like kayaking or anything. Like I like going kayaking, but it's also going to be 90 fucking degrees this weekend, so I don't necessarily think I want to do that. Um, and then there's shooting range too. I don't know if I want to do shooting range, but that's another option. I don't know what else we could do though. Yeah, I mean that's what I figured. Even if we just go chill by the lake, we could go like go to a restaurant by the lake or something, go to a bar. You know, I'm sure there's ways that you could just chill over there. We have an Airbnb. It has a jacuzzi, so we would have to be able to find it first, Avi. Who's got the connect? Who's got the weed connect in Austin? At least for my buddy's sake, because I think I could make it through the weekend. It won't be. Oh, it will find you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys done the whole like shooting range thing? I assume Sif has. Yes, but not most. Gotcha. So yeah, someone mentioned it, so we'll see. It's whatever people want to do. You know, I'm not gonna force anybody into anything, or if we split up as a group, that's fine. You know, it's all good. You know me. I looked up all the comic shops, and I'll probably hit up a couple of those. There's ATV rentals too. I don't know. I'm not much of an action guy, so we'll just see what people. I'll just keep an open mind and whatever people want to do, and that's all good. Did you mean to say whore hunting? How does that not get censored? I know it's not the correct spelling, but like, come on. There's so many things that are said here that get blocked for no fucking reason, and then you say whore hunting, and we can let that go through. All right. So once again, if anybody is after anything, let me know. It is now 2 a.m., so I'm gonna have to sign off soon. But I'll give you guys last call for figures. Last call for figures. If anybody wants anything before we sign off, please let me know. Obviously, this is the featured section over here. So here's a closer look at the featured section. So there's some down here, a mix of Marvel and Star Wars down there. We also have the Shimo over here if anybody needs it. We got the Ben Coopers. We got a couple wrestling pops. Magic the Gathering crossover. We got Mary Jane Watson, Iron Spider. We have the Man Wolf. We have the Agent Anti Venom. Then we got Anakin and Obi-Wan over here. We got the Battle Damage Spider-Man. We have the Ice Agent. Just gonna call him an Ice Agent at this point. We got Cable from X-Men '97. Punisher and Daredevil from Born Again. And then we got some First Steps over here. We got Baum Vimdim from Vintage Collection. We got the TMNT Godzilla crossover King Ghidorah. Gamorrean Guard. Gargantos is over here. We got Juggernaut. We got War Machine Omega Red. We got that Obi-Wan 212 2-pack. There's a Cody behind that. And there's She-Hulk and Doctor Doom. There's an Ayla Secura over there. I dated a Gargantos once. This over here is all Star Wars Black Series at the top. Let me know if any of those catch your eye. And as always, if you guys are interested in more than one item, we always do better deals on multiples. So you guys just let me know. There's NECA TMNT down here. Most of the 2-packs are over there. We got some Xenomorphs. We got some Predators. We got the big Venom over there. We got the Mesco Terrifier. There's a bunch of carded Marvel down here. And then a bunch more Marvel on the shelf over here, including multi-packs and deluxe at the bottom. And then more release, like wave stuff on the top 2 rows. For G.I. Joe Classifieds, we have the Crankcase and Awe Striker, which just came in today. More recent Classifieds right here. And then we just have classified stuff in general. There's a couple Colonial Marines over here. More NECA TMNT. This is old Power Rangers Lightning Collection. We got some McFarlane DC Multiverse over here. Owlman. And then there's just some random NECA stuff over here. The Godzilla's are Bandai. We got Chucky. We got Gremlins. We got The Count. We got Universal Monsters. There's a Rhea Ripley, and there's a Gargoyle Demona over there as well. So let me know if any of that catches any of your eyes. I'll put you guys back in the featured section. Remember, if you're interested in more than one item, we always do better deals on multiples. If it's a figure that comes with a Build-A-Figure piece or one of the Magic cards, we always knock $5 off. If you don't want that piece or card, like I said, we do better deals on multiples. Let me know if you guys have any questions, if you guys need prices on anything, and we can figure it out for you. So I'll give you guys a couple more minutes to shop. Throw it out there if you have any questions. Reminder, this is our only show this week. The Battle Damage Spidey is $60. Without the card, it's $55. I believe that's what was said in the chat as well. So I leave Friday morning. The flight, I think, is at 7. No, it's all good. I appreciate it. So I'll be up at like 4 or 5 a.m. So I can't do a late Thursday stream. Plus, I wouldn't be able to ship anything anyway. So that's why today's the last day that streaming stuff. But if people want to DM me and have me ship tomorrow, I can do that as well. Stream on the plane. Stream on the plane. So it's the end of the end of November. End of November. Our Joe is all grown up. I know, we've been talking about this a long time. I can't believe how close it is. Still a lot to do. Still got to raise more money, to be honest. But we have a couple shows. I have a couple shows. I have a couple local shows before the wedding. I also have a show like the week after I get back from Aruba, so that'll be nice. A nice way to get back on our feet, for sure. But yeah, hopefully we do good. I mean, we have Legions Con. Technically, I can do a show next weekend on Sunday. I just don't know if it's going to be worth it, so I haven't signed up for it yet, and it's not going to sell out, so I can kind of make a decision at the last minute. It's just not. It's usually a comic show, and they're doing toys this time. It's also the week after New York Comic Con, so I feel like nobody's going to have any money to spend. But then we have Legion's Con, which won't be a big money show, but it's just a fun show. It's my birthday weekend, so that'll be good. And then we have Extravacon, which is very interesting because it's the people that do LITCG show, which is the fastest growing show on Long Island. I do just as good at that show selling not cards. It's a card show. I sell what I usually sell. I do just as good at that show as I do at like the biggest toy shows I do. Just because so many people go. So they're doing Extrav. Oh, let me just hit that. They're doing Extravacon, which was which is gonna be just like a regular con, like a regular pop culture con. So I'm excited for that because it's like less like. I mean, I'm sure there'll still be some card stuff going on there, but it's like a little bit more of like broad, and that's what my booth is perfect for that. So I have high hopes for that show. It's the first time they're doing it, so you never know. But they're really good at promoting, and they always get people there. So I think that's going to be a really good show. You guys just snuck back in here. You snuck back in here. All right. So once again, if anybody has any requests before we sign off, please let me know. And just a reminder that this is our only show this week. So if you want something, please grab it now or shoot me a DM really before like 2 p.m. tomorrow, either on Instagram at Jovis Palace or on Whatnot, here on Whatnot. Juggernaut is 100 even. We're asking. Feel free to make an offer. Or if you see anything else you're interested in, we always do better deals on multiple items. So let me know if there's anything else, and we can put a bundle deal together for you. I'd marry that. Him with the big broad shoulders. So let me know, guys, if you guys want anything. Can you tell that I really want to sell stuff before I leave for Austin? Because I've been online for 3 hours. We haven't sold a fucking thing. This app sucks now. I gotta say, nobody buys anything. It's crazy. It's crazy how bad it is. Yeah, nobody's got any money. This is why we canceled so many of our pre-orders, right? Like, what's the point of having all that inventory if nobody's gonna buy it? Unless if I have like a local show coming up. Annie actually got an inflation check. It was only like $200. So I texted my mom. I was like, "Did I get anything?" Because that stuff would get sent to my parents' house still. Because I know this is a temporary residence for me, so why would I switch it? Nothing for me though. I think I'm just hanging on to my job right now. I'm definitely scared about layoffs this year. From who? I don't know. It was the the governor. It was signed by the governor of New York. So yeah, New York sent checks. But you didn't get it though. You ever sent me a letter saying I'm too much of a slut for a check? Did they send you a letter? I should just Google. The thing about me though is I did my taxes late. Like I just did them because I did the extension. So I just threw money at them and did the extension. So I'm wondering if it's because I did my taxes late, or it's because I had my taxes deferred 6 months. Yeah, so it's probably because I just reported like literally 2 weeks ago. Because the second cutoff was October 15th, and my buddy said that he would help me with it because he could get me like deductions and stuff, and then he would just do it for me for free. So um, I just waited, and I did get money back, mostly because I had already given them money, but worked out. Right after I got my W-9s, I had ChatGPT do them for. Wow, Avi. Wow. Jesus Christ. I mean, I've never not gotten money back. This is the first year. Well, technically, this year I didn't get money back because I sent them an amount and then I got less back than that amount was. But I mean, I usually get money back. But I also don't own a house. I think someone took my money, lunch money, and then. Avi, that's a lot more than lunch money. You got a ridiculous amount of money back. But that's so weird that they're taking that much out of your salary. It's like fucking crazy. Whatever. At least it's all being handled, and you don't have to like worry about it being overly complicated. Yeah, exactly. That's good. Anyway, buying them Uncrustables. Oh, there was some stat about how many Uncrustables the NFL budgets for. Hold on. NFL teams consume NFL teams like so per team. Oh man, it says NFL teams. Whatever. Blah 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 blah. NFL Uncrustables can be estimated to be in the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars annually, given that NFL teams consume over 80,000 Uncrustables per season. A 40-pack costs $110, $2.75 per sandwich. Let me read the New York. Oh, I probably can't even read the fucking New York Times. Based on the information collected, it's safe to say that NFL teams go through anywhere from 3,600 to 4,300 Uncrustables a week. Did you guys hear what I said about the Uncrustables? Honestly, I'm just getting lucky, Seth. I have the least amount of points scored against me in my main league, and that's really the reason. In my Yahoo league, which is the Superflex league, and I have CD Lamb on both of the teams that are undefeated. I have CD Lamb on those teams. In the Superflex league, we did score a lot of points. It's just you have to have the handcuffs. Like even for the receivers. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess you could. I guess you could have handcuffed CD Lamb with George Pickens, but where George Pickens was getting drafted, I feel like he was still in like a startable like flex spot. So I feel like that's in the too many eggs in one basket. I'm getting great performances out of Dak Prescott, which the only reason I have him is because I had CeeDee Lamb, so I wanted to do the stack. Um, but yeah, like it's just the right people. I'm playing against the right people is the deal. But yeah, 11-2, and two of those losses are in the same league. So I have two undefeated teams. But I mean, we'll see. You know, it's all about how you finish. I like that I have a good record now because I can maybe not yet, because we got to get through bye weeks and shit like that. But I can once I know that I have a playoff spot and I really want to get first place if I can, which who the fuck knows? You know, there's somebody right behind me. So anytime you start off good, people catch up to you anyway. But if there's a part in the season where I can flip the switch and start thinking about those like playoff matchups, it's way too early to be thinking that way, but it would be nice if I can get those teams in a position where I can do that. Because then you can really, which you don't know what's going to happen. It's injuries, and you don't know what team is going to be hot when, whose defense turns it around, like stuff like that. Like, who the fuck knows? But it would be nice to be in that position. But for now, it's just keep setting lineups, keep playing the waiver wire like we're supposed to, and see what happens. All right. Since clearly we're not going to sell anything, it's time to sign off. So, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys. We are off to Austin. If anybody decides they want anything, please DM me before 2 p.m. tomorrow, and we can have it shipped out for you because obviously post closes at 5 and I need time to pack things. But other than that, off to the bachelor party on Friday to Austin, Texas. So, sure we'll have a good time. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Peace out.